welcome to the sales funnel workshop so that we can get started with the proper sequence. When we go through today's class, we're going to focus on sales funnel, and you may find some of the sales funnel relevant to what you're currently selling and what you're doing. But at the same time, I want you to also have an open mind with the thoughts that there could be certain opportunity that you're not aware of. And that's what internet marketing does. So for instance, right, let's say I want to sell something. Let's say I want to sell this casing. So I come to the class with the mindset that, hey, I want to learn how to sell this casing, right? And then I don't want to know other stuff, right? What I'm proposing is that don't just focus on want to sell the casing, because there are other strategies, other opportunities available with sales funnel that you can deploy into your own business later on. It may not happen to be right now. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go through with you 5 sales funnel models. And these are the models that will be exactly for you right now in your current business. Like for instance, yours will be B2B business. I would assume, I could be wrong. Yours will be for the education slash not really parenting, but in that bigger umbrella of niche. And you sell physical products, and Tracy has services, and also there's the other realm of possibility where you can be a curator. For instance, like you want to come out with your educational training and so on. That's another opportunity. So relating to what I have shared earlier, we may think, okay, my business is to provide education for children where parents will send them to my offline brick and mortar business. But at the same time, I may have the knowledge where I can use that on the internet and open up another whole different opportunity, another whole different business. That's what I'm trying to say, is that we don't want to just focus on selling the pouch, because there are many other expertise that you may have that you're not aware of. And most of the time when I'm teaching, it doesn't really rely on slides, because I teach based on experience. But the slides is just for my clients to make sure that there's something visual to know what am I talking about. All right, so let's start about sales funnel, because I don't want to take for granted that we both have the same understanding what is a sales funnel in this conversation, in this class. So let's start with what is a sales funnel. Without talking about the technical aspect of it, I want you to understand more on the strategic ground. A sales funnel is a strategy to increase the value of your traffic so that you can earn more revenue. So as opposed to having a website, a sales funnel will help you to make more money. I want you to understand that aspect. And that's the reason why we build sales funnels rather than creating websites, rather than creating stores and so on. Now, why is this so? Because as far as I'm concerned, teaching about how to sell on the internet for almost 2 decades right now, in fact, not almost 2 decades, as past 2 decades, is this. We should realize that first point is people rarely buy the first time they see your offer. So this is the mistake that many people have, even companies, not just newbies. They have this idea that I put something on the internet and I drive traffic to my website. They see, they will buy, they'll give me money. They'll sign up for whatever thing that I'm selling and so on. But the reality is people don't just go internet and buy stuff. While you're scrolling through social media, you see stuff, you see nice clothes, you see nice pants, you see nice courses, nice books and so on. But rarely you click and you buy. You click and you just don't buy. And that website will have lose you forever, unless they run ads and then they are visible in front of you again. So many businesses and even marketers struggle to make money on the internet or sell something because they don't have a sales funnel. They have a website, they have a store, and they expect people to spend when they go to the website. A sales funnel is very different because it only serves one purpose. And I'll share with you what is that one purpose. Secondly, people don't spend high value the first time they see your offer. So maybe you're not selling stuff. You're not selling this low cost stuff like a pouch or a book or a course, but you sell premium stuff. You could be selling real estates, property. You could be selling high ticket coaching. You could be selling events. You could be selling tickets to expensive events. You could be selling expensive meals, things that are expensive. And if it is expensive, it's even weirder to expect someone to pay for that premium stuff the first time they see you, or the second time they see you, or the third time they see you. It requires a sales funnel to go through the entire process for someone to raise their hand and say, hey, I trust you right now and I'm willing to give you money. So this is where the process of sales funnel comes in. Because sales funnel serve only one purpose on the internet to the website visitors. So this is what we call to action. There's just one call to action. It doesn't have many options of things for them to do. They go to the webpage or the sales funnel will ask them to do either one of these. To request for information, which we call a lead funnel, or to buy something, which is called product sales funnel. It's not about telling them, hey, my company is this and that. Hey, I am this and that. Or to show them video, to educate them, to show them articles. No, none of those. The webpage asks them to subscribe or register or ask them to buy something. So an overview of a sales funnel is this. Assuming that this is a sales funnel, I'm putting this into a simple illustration so that it's more a visual rather than me just explaining what is a sales funnel. So the first thing is you need to get targeted traffic. Not traffic, but targeted traffic. Targeted traffic will mean people will say, hey, I'm interested in this. Therefore, you show that to that, as opposed to just traffic. So most, I would say, I wouldn't use the word most, but you may see, say an agency comes to you and say, hey, you know, we could send you 1 million visitors, but it is useless because these 1 million visitors could be people who have zero interest in what you have to offer. So the only traffic that counts is targeted traffic. If I am in the education niche, I want people who wants to learn about education to come to me. If I sell vegetarian meals, I want vegetarian to come to my website. I don't want anybody else because all of those will not convert well. So once you have that, you want to convert them into leads or prospects. So that's what a sales funnel does. And from that process, ultimately, it leads them to become your customers. It is that straightforward. Most people don't have this and they just have a web page where it expects them to become customers from here. So just try to think it this way. Most businesses or websites, what they're trying to do is from targeted traffic, they want them to become customers instead of going through the process of converting the traffic to become leads or prospects before going to here. So let's say I do a B2B business. I want someone to buy my machine. I want them to go to my website and read about my machine and then buy my machine. So that's what most people want. That's not how it works on the internet. You got to have a sales funnel. They go over here, people who are interested in my machine, which are the targeted traffic. And from there, I want them to become leads and prospects so that I can communicate with them. And then only I convert them into customers. That's different. Hey everybody. So those two seats are for Sabrina, and so we understand this part so far. Anyone have any question before we continue to the funnel itself? To make sure that everybody understand, then only I go to the so-called next chapter. All good? So the next thing we want to do is what are the sales funnel you can build for your current business or your future business. Because as you go through the class, you may thought of a new idea. Hey, this is good, but this is better. I could be making this amount of money, sure, but you know what? This could make me even more money, and I may have the expertise. So we'll start with a simpler kind of funnel. It's the lead funnel. So a recap. When it comes to a sales funnel, there are two purposes. It's either to get someone to ask for more information, which is called the lead funnel, or getting someone to buy something to give you their money. That is called the product sales funnel. So if I want to sell a house, something like really high ticket, I wouldn't expect someone to go to my website and click pay the deposit. That's not going to work. I need them to say, hey, I want to know more, and then I convert them through one-on-one and so on. So most businesses in the high ticket space, or I would say in the services space, they don't have leads to convert. Because as a business owner, you already have your own internal sales process. Like if someone walks into your shop, you know what to do. Like what kind of questions to ask. Like what did you need? What do we have to offer and so on. But the problem is to get those people to walk into your shop or to walk into your center or to walk into your office. So the sales funnel concept is to get people to walk into your office or walk into your shop to inquire more, but on the internet. So lead funnel is to capture free leads to convert them into paid customers. Examples, if you sell services. Services could be any offline services. It could be a house cleaning service. It could be premium service. It could be designing service, whatever service. It could be daycare service, any kind of service. MLM business or any recruiting type of business. So the whole concept of making a recruiting business successful is to have a lot of leads, because people don't go to website and join an MLM company by themselves. We need a funnel to achieve that. People don't go to the website and join an agency for insurance out of the blue. We need a funnel to achieve that. Real estate. So if I want to sell condominiums, real estate, and so on, I will use a lead funnel. Insurance, B2B business. If you sell machines, if you sell to businesses, to companies, again, they don't go to website and say, you know what, I think I want to purchase your service to print 1,000 copies of diary. People just don't do that. They just want to ask inquiry first. Hey, what is the cost and everything else? Then only they will buy. So this is all B2B. And then of course, high tickets offers, coaching, mentoring, done for you, all of those, and etc. So we use a lead funnel to achieve this. These are usually high ticket offers. Now, why we do it? We do it this way because this actually helps us to work much less. Because assuming that I am a business owner, assuming I'm a coach, so I'm really good at what I do. But if you expect me to create a sales process to sell my coaching service on the internet, I won't be able to do that because my expertise in coaching, my expertise is not in writing sales letter, creating fancy videos. That's not my expertise. So it will be very hard for me to learn all of that, to convert traffic to sales. Now, I can do that if I'm given maybe 3 years of learning and crafting the expertise, but I don't have that time. I want to make money now. I want to have coaching clients now. So I will create a lead funnel because a lead funnel is easy to create in comparison to creating an entire sales process. Then the other one is product sales funnel. Means you want someone to buy from you. Now, the concept of a sales funnel is that you have the intention to sell more products or to sell premium products, but you are selling a low cost product, which is the product sales funnel, to reel the customer in first. There are people who struggle to sell on the internet because they don't have sales funnel and they try to sell expensive stuff. Now, when I use the word expensive, it's relative to everybody. But what I'm trying to say, generally, people don't just see something, a physical product on the internet, and then they're ready to buy. But if they see something that is affordable, then they don't mind to buy because they say, you know what, it's just $10. I can just try. That's called sales funnel. That's called product sales funnel so that you can have them to buy more later on. So in this case, example could be digital products, courses, online workshops, and so on, events, whether it's the events in our space, teaching people to achieve success, building business, and all this kind of stuff, or it could be normal events, like fun events, and then physical products. So you get them to buy one product first, then you let them buy more products later on. And we will cover all of this shortly because there are a total of 5 types of funnels that we use, and I will be sharing with you how we use them. Okay,